Hello everyone. In this video I want to share with you an interesting trap that can be played from Black's perspective. So it's called the Noah's Ark trap, and White opens with e4, so the standard King's Pawn opening. Black responds with e5, and we have Knight to f3, Knight to c6, which is the King's Knight variation. So now from here the Bishop can either move to c4 or b5, in which it will go to b5 to enter the Roy Lopez, which attacks this Knight. So from here we have the standard a6 move, which is the Morphe's defense, which allows the bishop to move back to retreat or gain material, or to retreat along its diagonal in which it came from. So we have bishop to a4, so the Columbus variation, so a standard move to play in this position. We have d6, so strengthening this pawn chain, as this pawn would be undefended if the bishop was eliminated, as White would simply just regain material. So we have the move of d4, which causes the push of d5 and also attacks the centre, as it reinforces the strength of White's centre. So from here, Black pushes with b5, so there's no more threats on this knight, as it will be pinned down to the king. So the bishop is forced to retreat, otherwise White will be down in material. So it's bishop to b3. And we have knight captures on d4, knight captures on d4, and we have pawn captures on d4. So from here, the material on the board is in Black's favour as their upper pawn. But now, however, if White decides to be greedy and recaptures on d4, then this is a huge mistake, as from here we're simply going to play c5, which attacks this queen. And if White goes to look for even more material in this position, such as this rook with d5, then we're simply going to attack this queen, which attacks the diagonal and also defends this rook. However, it forces the queen to move in this position, so the queen moves. However, there's no threat here, as this rook will be protected. So we now have bishop to d7, in which this rook will be defended, and also there'll be no more problems for Black, so this queen is forced to retreat as being attacked by this bishop. So the queen moves back to its original square, with a lot of threat on this dark square from Black. Sorry, light square from Black. So Black has to play the correct move in this position, so by that I mean blocking this attack. And also, as you can now see, this bishop is completely blocked, as it cannot move across any of these squares, and the only square it's got to go to is this square here, in which this pawn will take, and also this pawn is attacking it right now. So it's got nowhere to move, so it's a sacrifice. So in this position, White tries their best to distract Black in order to maybe try to gain some material. So in this position, we have bishop to g5, and we have a defense from here, which is bishop to e7. And however, if White tries to exchange material, we're simply going to capture with the knight, and the checkmate will no longer work on the square, as this bishop's being blocked off. And simply, even if the bishop recaptures, then this pawn is going to capture, and then there is no threat of checkmate against Black. So we have queen captures on d6, but Black simply doesn't care about this, and we just go after the bishop on b3. And after a captures on b3, you can see that Black has a much better position with a piece up. Even though they're down a few pawns, it's a much better position, as White really doesn't have much to do in this position, and Black looks much stronger. So this is a good trap, the Noah's Ark trap, to play on your opponents. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.